game on Saturday, you said you wanted to see the guys own what was on film and respond. Just how do you feel like they did that between Sunday and today?
Yeah, I think we've, obviously the proof will be Saturday, but we need to turn the page, and I think they did. I thought they went out and practiced well today, and what we do limited. We'll meet as a staff this afternoon, talk about, how the meetings went individually and stuff. From what I could see, I thought we had good body language. We keep talking about owning it and doing it. I think they have, and they're ready to get better.
I know Jalen wasn't available to play on Saturday, but who took the first team reps at practice today?
Jalen did not practice today. He's still, working with the training and staff and doctors right now.
At your point, or right now, what's kind of your level of concern for this?
Well, of course, when your starting quarterbacks wasn't available, it's concerning, and he's not practicing on the first day of prep. But I view it as a day-to-day situation right now, according to our training staff, and we'll see where that goes. And I know he's working at it. He and I had multiple conversations yesterday and today already, and we'll have to see where it takes us. And right now, Jason's not happy with the way he played, so he gets a chance to get more reps and give him some work and prepare for whatever happens.
Is back tightness still an accurate way to describe what Jalen's going through?
I'm not a doctor. I don't know if that's but yeah, that's, if you want to go with that right now, that's probably as good as any.
Okay. And then I wanted to ask about preparing for UCF. Just what stands out to you about them on film?
Speed, quickness. Another excellent offense that obviously they're playing with their second-string quarterback as of now. Starter might be back. Gus Malzahn, second week in a row. Excellent play caller, and not just play caller, but schematically does a lot of things to stress you. I believe they scored 21 points in 8 plays Saturday to start the game. I'm sure they're not happy with the way it finished, and is in both conference games so far, but they've shown the ability to be dynamic and explosive and go toe-to-toe with a lot of people for this year and many years. They went to Boise and got a win at a very difficult place as well. So we know we're going to get their best shot. But again, I think, and sometimes when you just say speed and athletic, you're taken away from what's up front in other ways as well. That's not always fair. 2 excellent corners. Excellent combination of corners that can take guys out of games and things like that. So it's the running back is excellent. He can make a lot of things happen. They do an excellent job of getting the ball to him. They do a great job in the screen and draw game that opens. Just let him be an athlete and do his thing. And we didn't tackle very well on as well as we had. We're very well on Saturday, and we're gonna have to be better at that on this coming Saturday.
Just wanted to follow up real quick on the quarterback situation that UCF has. Just the possibility of Plumlee coming back. How do you guys kind of prepare for that with the skill set he has?
Well, again, you go back to film evaluation, and again, and you don't know what he's. You got to prepare as if you got either one. Both quarterbacks are extremely athletic, so that's. And we'll continue to see athletic quarterbacks. So, again, that's going to be part of it. I don't know, how much if he is 100%, if he's going to be, right there to let it loose or not. But we have to prepare for both. And again, there's times of. You got to go back and study all film and all tendencies, and then have the differences between the two, maybe of what was different in the offensive game plan. But again, we only have X amount of hours with our guys. Just like same thing with us. Okay, what are they going to do? Which quarterback are they? You watch film, and the schemes are still going to be very similar. So.
You mentioned tackling. Is there anything else when you look back at the film from Saturday that stood out to you that you might not have noticed?
Not have noticed. I mean, again, we battled. Again, we didn't get off the field enough, and we didn't convert third downs, and we had some drops early in the game that would have been tough catches, but plays we've made. We just had, I kind of feel the same. We never did have a rhythm offensively that we got ourselves into. The 4th and 1 play, we're down 7 or whatever, or 6 at the time. We have a chance. Jason made the right read to pull the ball and ended up on the ground. I mean, we get a first down. We're close to midfield, I think, but. They're an excellent football team, so I'm not going to take away anything from what, that could have, should have, that we didn't do, that would take away from Texas right now. But, yeah.
And then you were asked about Jalen. Has there been any conversation about just shutting him down for a period of time to see if the back would get better?
No, not at all. That's never been brought up.
Any common denominator on the missed tackles? Since it hadn't really been a problem for you guys?
No, because each one's kind of unique. Sometimes sometimes it's not wrapping up. We're just throwing a shoulder. Sometimes the guy's sticking his foot in the ground and we're flat out missing. There's some things, but it can be angles, eyes, and then the physical part of wrapping up. Yeah.
Coach,
But I will say, I'm sorry, I will say, it's not like it's as quick as my answer. It's looked at, it's addressed. We look at it every week. We put it out there for the guys. The defensive staff has it. It's not like, we look at things we do well. We look at things we're not doing well. We're looking for the common themes of where we got to continually get better. Yeah, I'm sorry.
My apologies, Coach. So when you go through the meetings and everything, you as coaches, what are those talking points when, again, you come off that tough loss? What are some of those talking points you as a coaching staff have, and then obviously relay that to the guys too?
In a staff meeting?
Yeah.
Well, I meet with the coordinators. They give me their summary. Each coach talks to me about how their players played. We talk about where things, where it was good, where we needed to. Andy will talk to me about, things that he thinks that, I probably could have gone to this package more, done this. We're as critical on ourselves as we are anything there. We talk about, we grade our players on every play, okay, on their assignment, their technique, their effort. And then there's other side categories based on side of the ball or other things. And so we go through those and we kind of say where else we're. Same thing in special teams. And, of course, then, on a day like today, it can be done differently sometimes by the day, but sometimes, the defense may meet all together and go through all of that and go through some of their stuff, and then they break out and watch it. And offense may start separately and watch some things, and then they get together and summarize things, and then they start on installation. So, but that's usually what our typical Monday, and that's kind of why I'm running a little bit behind sometimes, because transition times and things we lose a little bit. Is that kind of what you're looking for? Okay.
I wanted to ask about Damon Greaves. Got to see him a little bit more on Saturday.
Unfortunately, yeah.
How do you feel like he's grown as his first college season has unfolded?
Well, I thought he had an excellent game. He's our special teams player of the week. I think he's handled things very well. Continues to mature. He's fits in well in the locker room. Seems to be enjoying all those things that you kind of worry about also when someone comes from another country and transitioning, just to everything. And he's well liked, and he's starting to understand things even more that we can do with him within this style of a punt scheme. So it's exciting.
I know with it being so hot, you guys rotated a lot on defense. Some guys like Jalen Dye got got some extended run for their first time. Just how do you feel like those reps can help guys over the course of a year, or even long term?
Yeah, and hopefully that's going to help us a little more in special teams. We can start rotating some guys that have been on teams before, and as the weather starts to change maybe, and we start looking at things. Yeah, Jalen's guys played well and practice and done some things, and we kind of looked at it as we knew it was going to be hot, and we thought if we could, I guess, steal some reps and give Kenny a little break and things, it's, and Kenny's such a competitor, and he doesn't want to come off the field and that, but we're trying to stay holistic because we want to be able to, stay as fresh as we can and keep getting guys around the ball and those things. So, there was a chance to get him some snaps, and then again at the end of the game. It's a good way to build depth and experience when you can, but it's not just given out either. So we want to be able to, in their certain positions, you have the ability to do that more than others.
Anything else, Coach?
That's it. Boy, that's pretty easy. I thought it'd be a little